What's going on, guys? It's Nick here, back with another Mock Draft Monday. This one, should probably minimize this. Didn't even realize that. I'm using a new software to make these videos, and it's OBS Studio. Some people suggested I do that because the audio should be working now. I've actually already made one of these mock drafts, but the audio was coming from both this headset and the computer, so it basically sounded like there was two of me, but one was like a little further away. Yeah, it was terrible quality. So we're going to do another mock draft. Standard scoring, 12-team league. Drafting in the 9th spot. I honestly don't remember what spots I've done. All I can say is the 4 spot's the worst. I don't like the 1 spot particularly much. And my favorites are probably 10 through 12. So some people have been asking. I don't really like anywhere 4 through 7. But 4 is definitely by far the worst. So we're in the 9th spot. And before we start this mock draft, 2 things I wanted to say. Subscriber League. Everyone has been invited. I think actually there's 1 spot left. But everyone's been invited that made it in. Obviously, everyone could not make it in because there was like over 100. There's like 120 submissions. I just can't make 13. Or that actually it'd be 10 leagues. I'm not making 10 leagues. There's 2 standard and 2 PPRs. So check your emails for that. If you didn't get in, I'm sorry. It's not that I don't like you. It's just that there was just so many people. I can't make that many leagues. I'll be posting in the leagues about when I'd like to do the draft day sometime this week. It'll probably be around like week 2 of the preseason. But I want to post that now so that people can say if they have conflicts or not. It'd probably be at night, sometimes after like 6 o'clock Eastern time. And also, so that's it about that. The running back 0 video that I made got a lot of comments on that video, and I really wanted to say that it was meant to spark discussion. You know, it's not meant to take as like the Bible. Okay, this isn't the way you're supposed to do things every single time. This is a video about, hold on, quick pause on that actually. We would take potentially David Johnson. But oh my. AJ Green, Dez, Hopkins. Oh God. What have we done? Okay. If AJ Green I get at 9, okay. Gronk, Miller, Elliott, oh God. These people. AJ Green, the greatest pick ever at 9. Like I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, the RB0 video. It was meant to do discussion. It's not what you do every single time. So like in this draft, if Todd Gurley was available, not with AJ Green. If AJ Green had been taken and Gurley was available, I'm probably not going to do RB0. I'm going to take Todd Gurley because I think that's good value at the 9 spot. And if in the 2nd round, maybe like Charles was available late, I would take him. So you should be doing value-based drafting to an extent. You shouldn't be looking for every single pick to be value, though, because you need to put some logic into it. I shouldn't be drafting 3 running backs to start. I shouldn't even be drafting 2 running backs to start. Even if it's good value for each one, the running back position is so volatile and so unpredictable and so impossible to predict that no one can sit here and tell me that a running back is going to finish as an RB1. You cannot tell me without a doubt that Todd Gurley is going to finish as an RB1. You just can't. You can't with any position. But with the running backs in particular, it is literally impossible. I mean, I don't know the exact stat right now, but of the top 7 running backs last year, what did like one of them finish in the top, I don't even know, the top 10? Like one of them? I think it was just Adrian Peterson. I don't think anyone else did. Oh God, I'm talking too much. Alshon. No running backs fell, right? Nope. It would be Alshon, Evans. Wow, there's actually a lot of really good guys, but Alshon. As always, I have my rankings here. You guys can always download those in the description. But Alshon, I try to update them once a week. I don't think I've updated them a little bit, but it says the number next to the video also. So it'll be like download wide receiver rankings update number 6. So if the next time you go and it's number 7, it's new. If it's not, it hasn't changed. I update them in my own Excel file. I just don't change it online. Because if I've only changed one thing, I'm not going to change it online. And I haven't changed that much recently. But I like starting these drafts. I mean, AJ Alshon's pretty good. I honestly don't even remember what I was talking about. But basically, it's not meant to do every single time. I like RB0 because, oh, that's what I was saying. The running backs last year. I mean, Bell got hurt. Everyone thought he was going to be a stud. Charles tore his ACL. Lacey stunk it up. AP did fine. Who are the other running backs at the top? DeMarco did terrible. Hill did terrible. So it's like guys that you're drafting in the first round, you need your first 2 rounds to kill it. And I'm pretty sure AJ Green isn't going to be replaced. And they get injured at a lower rate than running backs do. So that's just the spiel about that. It was meant to spark discussion, not meant to be something you do every single time. You know, if the first 7 picks are wide receiver and you're at the 8th spot, you don't do RB0. You take the value at the running back position. Because there is value in having an elite running back. I just think it's better to take shots on running backs late and have elite wide receivers that week in and week out are going to drop a ton of points. So that's it about that. Who are we targeting next? Keenan Allen jumps out to me right there. I feel like I've started a draft with these guys, but again, I'm going to take who I think should be taken here. Obviously, I'm not going to take any of these running backs. Like, none of these guys are of value in the 3rd round to me. Every single one of these has a ton of question marks. Stewart had a perfect year last year, and he didn't even get 1,000 yards. Hyde, I honestly am not too high on. Anderson might get replaced this year. Forte's only 1st and 2nd down. Lewis is injury prone. Like, none of these guys I want on my team. Instead of taking... Oh, he got taken. I'd rather have Demaryius. I'd rather have Hilton. And I think those 2 guys... I believe Demaryius is 1 spot ahead of Hilton in my rankings. Yes. Demaryius is 16th, and Hilton is 17th. So, nobody else. Just looking, because sometimes you look down and someone's ranked like not even close to where they should be. But this is pretty good for a 12-team league. I mean, Demaryius I don't think is that fantastic, even if he posts great numbers. I think that was more with his quarterback. But, I mean, as a wide receiver 3, I mean, he is a wide receiver 2 this year. There's no doubt about that. They're not just not gonna throw him the ball, even though I honestly think Emmanuel is a fantastic receiver, and he should be getting just as many, if not more, targets. He should be running the number 1 routes, but he should be getting just as many targets. So now we'll look at flex. Forte would probably be a good option here. Ryan Matthews, DeMarco. Let's see, yeah. DeMarco, then Ryan Matthews, then Fortes, who I have. Can I wait till... Nah, DeMarco's probably going to be taken. I'm not as high on DeMarco as I have been, though, because there have been reports that Henry has been doing a lot better in the pass catching. But he's a rookie. And Matthews is just so injury prone that I'm gonna take DeMarco here. I'm not as high as I was. I'm gonna do a little more research on that. I probably should have grabbed Hilton. I don't know, but I think I can fill out my bench. Probably the next round I'll take a wide receiver, and then in the 6th round take a running back, because I would like one of these guys as a potential. You know what? If one of my wide receivers gets hurt or just has a down year for some reason, I don't think any of them will really. Maybe Demaryius. But I'd like to have one more relatively solid guy that I'm pretty sure is going to produce solid numbers. And I mean, I think Tate's going to do well. I could have Emmanuel. I mean, because he would be the backup to Thomas if Thomas got hurt. Moncrief's got a lot of upside. Floyd does. Parker does. A lot of these guys are really, really good. So it is nice to take them. And then I know a couple wide receivers I can take shots on late. So I really only need... what was this? Since the Pats will blow? What is this man talking about? In garbage time. I don't know what he's saying about the Pats right now. Sorry. Whatever. I would pick Devs over Allen Robinson. My pick. I don't know why people draft tight ends that early. Okay. Floyd, I believe it's either Floyd or Devontae Parker. I have ranked highest out of those people. Devonta Parker is 1 ahead of Floyd. Jordan Matthews is not taken, right? Or is taken. Oh, there he is. No, yeah, I like Jordan Matthews, but I like all those guys. Well, I think I'd take Jordan Matthews here. Taking the entire time because I'm allotted it. Yeah, he's the number one. I'm pretty sure their defense is mediocre, and they're probably not going to score. Like, he got a ton of his points in garbage time. He did a lot better towards the end of the year than the beginning. We did get a lot in garbage time, but you know what? They're worth the same. So, garbage points are worth the same as any other point. So, if he's going to get 50 yards in garbage time, I will take all of them. 50 yards extra, not in the game. Do I want to stack wide receivers here? Because Parker's a great value here, too. I really think Parker's going to excel a lot this year. And I can get running backs late that'll put up points. There's still a lot of good. Like, who are people drafting right now? I feel like there's a lot more talent than there should be right now. I'll probably take a running back. So either Latavius, who I don't like at all this year. No, I'd rather take Gordon. I think I need to change my ranking on... Hold on. Okay. I need to change my ranking on Latavius wherever I have him. Where do I have him right now? Right there. Yeah, we're going to shift him down to there. Oh, if you guys don't know how to change rankings and stuff, because you might want to know if you download these, say I want to move Latavius back up to that spot, highlight these 3 boxes, because that'll get everything here. Hold shift, and then just drag up this corner, and it moves everything. So instead of typing all the names, if I want to move Bernard up one spot, do that, hold shift, click and drag up, and it shifts all of them. So that's how you can just like change rankings up. And that's why I say you should download my rankings, because it doesn't even matter if you use them, just download the rankings and shift them up however you want them. Plus, I mean, I have the tiers in here and everything, but I mean, you just click that and you just go into the highlight feature. If I felt like moving him up to that tier, boom, he's in that tier. Which I don't, so he's going to move back down. Sometimes the colors are a little off, but I think that one's fine. I will not be taking a running back here. See if any of those wide receivers are still there. Yeah, see, there's still a lot of solid wide receivers. I was thinking about also taking a shot on Gordon here. I've been a lot higher on him just because if you draft RB0, which I didn't do this time, but let's say you do, let's just look at my wide receivers. AJ Green, Alshon, and Demarius. Let's say I take Gordon here. I don't need him in the first 4 weeks because those guys are going to be fine, because I believe he's suspended for 4 weeks. So why wouldn't I draft him here just in the chance that he produces, he's our wide receiver 1. Then I'd probably bump out Demarius. I could package Demarius and Jordan Matthews in a trade, get them out for like I could probably get a stud running back at that point. So now I have AJ Green, Alshon. Josh Gordon's going off because he's the only option in Cleveland. Well, okay, he's not the only option because I believe Coleman's really good. And I also believe there's a chance he gets traded. So let's say he gets traded to a team like the Patriots, who honestly should trade for him. Now he's got Tom Brady throwing the ball, right? He just goes to a team that needs a stud, and he's perfectly good on that team. Running back. We look in running backs, and we could either handcuff / no, I don't want that early. I don't like Yeldon. I don't like Forsett. I think Ivory would be our pick here. Don't want Theo. It's too early for those guys. So we'll take Ivory as a third running back. I mean, if Yeldon gets hurt, he's instantly a running back 1. You never wish for injuries, but in the off chance that he gets hurt, which, let's face it, there's a chance that every running back tears his ACL on every single play. I mean, I think Ivory's going to be the guy that has the ball late in games. I think Ivory's going to be the goal line guy. I think they're going to shift Yeldon more to a third down role. They are going to split a lot of time because they do like Yeldon. From what I've heard, they like Yeldon. We'll see what happens in the preseason. But if Yeldon struggles, which I didn't think he was that great last year, but again, I think he was a rookie last year, so you've got to discount everything a rookie does, because you just discount. I don't know if discount's the right word. You have to take it with a grain of salt, because like rookies generally don't succeed unless you're like a generational talent, like Todd Gurley is. Then okay, yes, you can succeed, but I mean, Melvin Gordon and T.J. Yeldon are not generational talents. Like, they're, generally speaking, Yeldon's pretty mediocre, honestly. Do we draft our 6th wide receiver? I like Torrey Smith a lot this year. Snead has no upside. Vincent Jackson's meh. Treadwell has no upside. Coleman would be a good pick if I didn't already have these guys. I would have taken Torrey Smith there. No, I feel like there's some upside picks later, so I can take another running back. Did someone take Sims? Oh, someone stole Sims. Swear to God. All right, well then we'll take Coleman. Love him as an upside play this year. I think he's better than Freeman. Freeman is honestly not good at all. So especially if Freeman gets hurt, Coleman's probably not an RB1, but he could be. I think he's a really good running back. I like DeAndre Washington, but I think we can wait until the next round for him. So we'll take a wide receiver here. I like Michael Thomas. I like Funchess. I love Dorsett. Can we wait? No, we can't wait on Dorsett. Dorsett or Michael Thomas with this pick. See who I have ranked. I'm leaning Dorsett, though. I don't even know where... Oh, yep, right there. I'll move Michael Thomas up a little bit, actually. But Dorsett, because Hilton is definitely the number one there. There's no question about that. But they have been actually talking that Dorsett is pushing Moncrief. And Moncrief is a good pick, because I think all of them are good picks. But for this value is a lot better. Like, I'd rather take Dorsett in the 10th than Moncrief in the 5th, where you need him. Like, I think it's way better value. So, I mean, if he's pushing Moncrief, even if he doesn't, they're going to run 3 wide receivers a lot. But if he's pushing him for the number 2 spot, I mean, the number 2 spot on should be a pretty good offense. I think Luck's going to be a lot better this year. I mean, that's pretty good value in the 10th round. So this pick will shift back to running back probably, because we have 2 bench running backs and 3 wide receivers. I like basically 50-50ing it on the bench, with your later picks being pure upside. And I think DeAndre Washington would be our pick here. Don't really want Smallwood. He's the only other name that jumps to Jarvis Allen. Maybe get him after, because I do not believe Forsett is going to be the guy this year. I think it's either going to be, is it Kenneth Dixon? Yeah, Kenneth Dixon and Jarvis Allen. It's a 50-50 who's it going to be. But I think Jarvis Allen has a little bit of an edge up, because Dixon is a rookie. I believe he's a rookie this year. Dixon does have 1 year under his belt. They're both great in the pass-catching game. But the pick here is DeAndre Washington. They don't like Latavius Murray in Oakland. They basically come out and said it. They've benched him for like Marcel Reese a few times last year. And that O-line is very underrated. It's a very good offensive line. So if Latavius gets hurt, again, you always hear me saying this, it's about opportunity. Latavius has had concussion injuries. They don't even like him that much. So if DeAndre Washington in the preseason can step it up big time, I think he's going to push for carries. It's probably going to be a 60-40 split. 60-40 split to start, but towards the end, I really think he could push. Hold on, I'm just remembering something. Did I even start the recording? Okay, thank God. He could push to steal the role, and I don't like anyone on this list. Sammy Coates is the only guy, but I'd be able to wait on him till a lot later. So let's just take a gander, because that's the last one, right? Yeah. We'll take a gander at the quarterbacks. Winston. I mean, I could wait on either. Why not? Whatever. I could wait on either of them. I'll take Winston there. I generally always take quarterback, tight end, defense, kicker to end the draft, but I was just looking if there was a value, and then there was 4 seconds left. But I'm going to get both those guys anyways. Sammy Coates, generally, I can get him whenever in these drafts. The thing with him, Marcus Wheaton is not that good, and in every opportunity Marcus Wheaton has had to succeed, he has failed. He had that one game. Everyone likes to point to the one game. I think it was the Seahawks where he posted 200 yards, and that's just because everyone was like double teaming Martavis Bryant and Antonio Brown. It wasn't because he was good. It was because he was wide open, and Roethlisberger was taking advantage of that. He won't be this year. He's the number 2. He's not going to be able to beat number 2 corners, I don't believe. I think Coates is going to capitalize. Don't quote me on this, but I think Coates' measurables are similar. I'll look that up. We're going to go to playerprofile.com. If you guys ever want to do research, this is the site I use a lot. Just look at metrics, and we'll see. Sammy Coates, 6'1", 4'4", 40, best comparable to Torrey Smith. 99th percentile Spark X score. It's like your speed, agility, quickness, stuff like that. Okay college odometer. It's 21 yards a catch. 3rd round pick. Yeah, this kid's fast. He's not huge, but he's got a 4.4 40. Yeah, he played like one. He had like one catch last year for 11 yards. So he's a really good athlete. He's more similar to Martavis Bryant than I think. What's his face is Wheaton. So I think he's really good. So I'm gonna draft him because why not? Those are the upside picks. I always say upside: Coleman, Dorsett, Washington, Coates. All my upside picks, and then my safer picks. I mean, Gordon's not a safe pick, but I didn't really need an elite wide receiver there because I think these guys are going to hold down the fort very comfortably. And their first bye is week 9. And Jordan Matthews I could plug in there. So the next one would be tight end, where we can still get Zach Miller. We can still take Ebron. We can still take Dwayne Allen. That's why you wait on the tight ends every single time. The guy I have the most is Dwayne Allen. Of course, these are the guys I just listed. But, little spoiler, I'm going to be releasing the tight end rankings. And, I just got rid of it. But the guys that you want to target, all you got to do is wait till the end and then get Will Tye or Vance McDonald. I'm telling you right now, they'll be available in every single league. And they're my sleepers this year. For tight end, I wait till the end. If Dwayne Allen, Zach Miller, Ebron, they're all taken, I just take those guys. Because I honestly think they're going to put up probably maybe 4 to 8. You can expect 4 to 8 every week with those occasional when they catch a touchdown, maybe get you those 11 or 12 in standard. And that's all tight ends do. You look at like Travis Kelce, yes, it'd be nice to own Travis Kelce, but a lot of weeks he puts up 5 for 50. And that's 5 points. So if I can get Will Tye in the second or third to last round, and he's going to get me 4 points, it's 1 point. And there's like a 10-round difference. So it's just not worth, maybe not 10, there's like an 8-round difference. It's just not worth taking a tight end early. Like none of them, except for Gronk. Gronk's the only one. I don't take Reed because he's just super injury prone. He's had one good year. I know he's really good, but with the amount of weapons that offense has now, and I just think last year was like an aberration. I don't think he's going to do it again. Someone took the Patriots. What a scum. Team Gardner. Whatever. I don't actually care. But like I always say in all these mock drafts, defense kicker last round. Generally tight end round before that, and quarterback round before that. Never reach on a quarterback, never reach on a tight end. All those other rounds, you're building the base of your team, just stacking out your team, because honestly, every single year, there's a top 5 quarterback that's just on free agency that I can pick up. Last year, I picked up Blake Bortles. It's just so easy. I mean, you could have picked up Cousins last year. You could have picked up Stafford, who ended up like top 4 in the second half of the year. You could pick up anyone. Stream quarterbacks. Whoever's playing the Saints, throw them in. Rams or Vikings? The Vikings are pretty good. I'm probably going to look at, I'll probably make a video on this too. I'm going to look at the first like 2 or 3 weeks for all the defenses and pick one that's playing like really bad offenses who's not being drafted and tell you guys, hey, second to last round, if you're scared you can get a bad defense, take this because you can stream. Oh my god. 1 second. I honestly don't care. It's a mock draft. I'll take this guy. Because you can. I stream tight end or I stream defenses every single year, and it's nice to have one for the first 2 weeks. So I'll find basically whoever's playing the Rams. Excuse me. Someone drafted Tim Tebow. Just saw that. Whoever's playing the Rams, basically pick them for the first week of the defense and then just stream from there on out. So hope you guys enjoyed. Look at my team here. We got Winston, Murray, Gordon, AJ Green, Alshon Jeffrey, Dwayne Allen, Demarius, and then the bench. Who cares about these two? The bench. Jordan Matthews, Josh Gordon, super upside, Ivory, Coleman, Dorsett, DeAndre Washington, Sammy Coates. I do like this team. 12-team league. 10-team league, it would be meh. It wouldn't be horrible. But in a 12-team league, I mean, that's a lot better than any of these other teams, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Let's just look at, wow. Okay, so look at his bench. Like, he has Ray Rice and Tim Tebow. How about that? I don't really like when people do that. But, and again, you look, this guy wasted a pick on Rodgers and Reed. So look at his bench. I mean, he's got Treadwell, Fuller, Smallwell, like, none of... don't draft Spencer Ware. You don't draft Smallwood. Like, they're just... No. Don't draft these guys. Randall's pretty mediocre. Will Fuller, I don't even think he's starting this season. Like, Treadwell has no upside. He's on the Vikings. They don't throw the ball. Torrey Smith is the only good pick there. And it's just... Don't draft a quarterback and a tight end early. Just don't do it. So that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. I'll be releasing the tight end rankings on Wednesday. I do not have a video after that, so maybe it's just like this person's a value. Maybe we'll do a defense video. Who knows? I will make a video for Friday. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. And that's it.